I open the bathroom door.
I open the bathroom door.
I leave the bathroom.
I leave the bathroom.
I walk to my bedroom.
I walk to my bedroom.
I open my wardrobe.
I open my wardrobe.
I choose my clothes.
I choose my clothes.
I put on my shirt.
I put on my shirt.
I comb my hair.
I comb my hair.
I look out the window.
I look out the window.
I walk into the kitchen.
I walk into the kitchen.
I open a cupboard.
I open a cupboard.
I take out a glass.
I take out a glass.
I pour some water.
I pour some water.
I drink the water.
I drink the water.
I put the glass in the sink.
I put the glass in the sink.
I open the fridge.
I open the fridge.
I take out some bread.
I take out some bread.
I slice the bread.
I slice the bread.
I eat my bread.
I eat my bread.
I chew slowly.
I chew slowly.
I swallow my food.
I swallow my food.
I close the fridge.
I close the fridge.
I sit on a chair.
I sit on a chair.
I stand up again.
I stand up again.
I walk to the hallway.
I walk to the hallway.
I pick up my jacket.
I pick up my jacket.
I put on my jacket.
I put on my jacket.
I put on my trousers.
I put on my trousers.
I put on my socks.
I put on my socks.
I put on my shoes.
I put on my shoes.
I open the front door.
I open the front door.
I step outside.
I step outside.
I lock the door.
I lock the door.
I walk down the street.
I walk down the street.
I breathe fresh air.
I breathe fresh air.
I look at the sky.
I look at the sky.
I cross the road.
I cross the road.
I wait at a traffic light.
I wait at a traffic light.
I smell fresh bread.
I smell fresh bread.
I continue to walk.
I continue to walk.
I sit at my desk.
I sit at my desk.
I write an email.
I write an email.
I read a document.
I read a document.
I take a short break.
I take a short break.
I leave my workplace.
I leave my workplace.
I walk towards the bus stop.
I walk towards the bus stop.
I wait for the bus.
I wait for the bus.
I look out the window.
I look out the window.
I watch the passing cars.
I watch the passing cars.
I see tall buildings.
I see tall buildings.
I get off the bus.
I get off the bus.
I walk along a park.
I walk along a park.
I sit on a bench.
I sit on a bench.
I rest my legs.
I rest my legs.
I close my eyes briefly.
I close my eyes briefly.
I stand up again.
I stand up again.
I stroll through the park.
I stroll through the park.
I watch the birds.
I watch the birds.
I listen to the wind.
I listen to the wind.
I leave the park.
I leave the park.
I walk back home.
I walk back home.
I unlock my door.
I unlock my door.
I enter my home.
I enter my home.
I take off my jacket.
I take off my jacket.
I hang up my jacket.
I hang up my jacket.
I walk into the living room.
I walk into the living room.
I open a window.
I open a window.
I sit on the sofa.
I sit on the sofa.
I relax my back.
I relax my back.
I pick up a newspaper.
I pick up a newspaper.
I turn a page.
I turn a page.
I put down the newspaper.
I put down the newspaper.
I stand up slowly.
I stand up slowly.
I go to the kitchen again.
I go to the kitchen again.
I wash an apple.
I wash an apple.
I bite into the apple.
I bite into the apple.
I enjoy the taste.
I enjoy the taste.
I leave the kitchen.
I leave the kitchen.
I sit at a table.
I sit at a table.
I open a book.
I open a book.
I read a page.
I read a page.
I close the book.
I close the book.
I place the book on a shelf.
I place the book on a shelf.
I stand up straight.
I stand up straight.
I stretch my neck.
I stretch my neck.
I walk into the dining room.
I walk into the dining room.
I set a plate on the table.
I set a plate on the table.
I pour some soup into the plate.
I pour some soup into the plate.
I taste the soup.
I taste the soup.